One wind-filled, cold, mundane Monday on a familiar road on the way home. Something caught my eye like a billboard sign, but it was just a leaf that flew by. No weight to resist the wind, so I gazed at the path it took while it twirled and danced effortlessly as if it was floating. My eyes fixed on this leaf like a tight grip from a baby holding cheese. I should be watching my steps so I don't slip and scrape a knee, but I continued to gaze until the leaf slowed down and the sway came to its end and landed nearby. Just a couple of steps from me, this is an oddity that puzzled my mind, thinking of the time, the place, the same mundane space with no trees nearby. Did it fall from the sky? Why am I fixated on this leaf that was about to get dry and die, just to be swept by or stepped on in its path? Talk about the mundane blues. Poor leaf, I thought. It was cut off from what it grew out of, detached from what it called home. It seemed so free for a second, and the next it was all alone, left there to roam and meet its impending doom. However, I have a place I call home. I took a couple steps, bent down, picked up this leaf, and in my hands it found warmth. As I was beholding it with my eyes, there was still beauty in the leaf. I could still see life. I saw an abstract artwork. The green was still there, dry and bent edges and scratches from its journey. But a purpose in my hand. I saw a work of art, a masterpiece, a story to tell. Because like that leaf, I was once lost, detached from what I called home. Tossed to and fro by the wind. I know it sounds strange, but it feels like this leaf is my kin. In need of a friend, in need of a hand to lend, in need of an ear to listen, in need of a shoulder to cry on, in need of someone to trust and rely on, in need to be reminded of the truth of what life was intended to be. Leaf, you belong in the tree. You were created by a God who sees all your pain, all your longing, and weight from what you tried to carry on your journey. Could it be that this weight was the reason you broke off from your tree? I don't know, but I wonder if this is similar to what God sees. I'm familiar with the story of the lost sheep, but we can see it through this lost leaf. Things may seem dead. They may taste as stale as month-old forgotten bread, but my friend, God has a way to redeem even the smallest of things. Will you lift up your head? If you find no more value in your life, then why not give it to the one who paid the value to save your life? See, heaven paid a high price, the life of the Son of God, bloodshed and tortured on a cross to deal with the curse of hanging on a tree, defeating death and rising again. I know you feel lost and broken, my friend, but there is a God who fulfills every promise, and he said he will not leave us as orphans. He is the master gardener, able to graft the leaf back in its home so it could be redeemed. If you don't know what that means, then it's being bought back and restored to its original value. Yes, leaf, you were intended to be closely attached to that tree. God can make a dead leaf spring up into a new tree. He can make children from bread, a new road in a dead end, a highway in the ocean, hotels out of prisons. He can make gold off of the grains of sand. The possibilities are endless, for he is infinite. Because even if my brain thought of the brightest, most creative things, his ways and thoughts are still higher. So don't cut yourself short, leaf. There is a God who is closer than you think, who calls you his, and you can call on him. He is a good, good Father, and he is making new things.